darling, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming this makeup look. I just now realized I forgot to change my shirt. It's okay, we're just gonna go with it. So today I filmed a red smoky eye and a red lip. I've never worked with red on my lids in a tutorial ever on my channels. I believe this is like the first tutorial that I'm working with red. So, bam, I did that. Anyways, so if you want to see how I created this look, then please continue to watch. Alright, it never ceases to amaze me when I start this video how a hot mess I look. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into the face. For my primer, I'm going to take my Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer and I'm going to go ahead and apply this onto my face. Go ahead and use foundation. The foundation I'm using today is my absolute favorite for the time being until I find a new favorite. But this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation in N4 Buff Beige. For concealer, I'm using two different kinds today. I'm using my absolute favorite, Maybelline Superstay Better Skin in 30 Light Medium. And I just dropped it, give me a minute. And then to lighten it up a bit, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Fair. And to set that, I'm using my Airspun Loose Face Powder. I'm baking today. I'm baking cookies. Just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows real quick because, let's be honest, they are a problem. For that, I'm taking my Salon Perfect Brow Pomade in a dark brown, and then I'm going to carve out the brows using my M.A.C Concealer Plus Brightener. Okay, so I'm going to dust away the powder that's like on my chin and my nose and my forehead. I'm going to keep the powder that's underneath my eyes because I'm working with colored shadows today, so I might have some fallout. So I just don't want to risk it. So starting in with my eyes, I'm going to conceal that. For that, I'm going to use my Hard Candy Glamoflauge Heavy Duty Concealer. I'm going to set the concealer, and for that, I'm going to go into my Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is the shade Vanilla, I believe. And I'm going to use a transition shade. I'm also going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. And I'm going to pick up this nice warm bronzer right here. This is in the shade Havana. Pop of color, I actually am going into the Beauty Heat The Matte Blush palette. I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is this deep red, and I'm going to focus this into my crease. For my lid color, I'm going to go in with this, which is another red, but it has more of a peachier undertone to it. to the Tarte Lip palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade down here, Fashionista, which is just a black, and I want to smoke this up and give it a little bit more definition to it. Go back into my M.A.C concealer, and I'm just going to put it at the edge of it or at the corner of my eyeshadow to kind of sharpen it out and give it a lot more clean look. I should have used tape, but since I did it, this is another alternative you can do if you didn't use tape or forgot to or whatever. Or you can take a makeup remover wipe and use that. And I'm just going to go ahead and dust off the excess color on the face. I'm going to go back into that same transition shade. I use the Havana and the Anastasia kit. And I'm going to smoke that on my lower lash line. I don't want to go in with any of the reds down there just because I don't want... Sorry. Just because I don't want my eyes to look like they're bruised or, you know, they're in pain or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's very common. That's something you have to be careful with using red on your eyelids. Waterline, I'm going to use a black today instead of a nude. Shocker, shocker. So for that, I'm taking my Revlon Color Stay retractable liner in black. Quickly, I'm going to run NYX Tinted Brow Mascara through the brows so they last. For mascara today, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Carbon Black. Go ahead and I'm going to bronze up my face. Now for my bronzer, going back into the Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to pick up the same shade, Havana, because I want a nice warm bronzer today. I'm going to chisel up my cheeks just a little bit more because I just love doing that. And I'm going to go in with the shade Fawn right here. It's more of a cool tone, so it's going to really help focus on giving me like that shadow so my cheeks look a lot more cut. The cheeks look more carved out, and to clean up the bronzer, I'm going to go back into my Airspun powder. And I'm going to go ahead and bake in that area, so by the time it cooks a little bit, it's going to be nice, sharp, and clean. So for my blush, while this is cooking up, for my blush, I'm going to take my M.A.C Smart Shader Blush in 30 Coral. This doesn't have so much pigmentation on me, but it just gives me a nice warm look to it, which is what I'm going for my face. So I'm going to take this blush and I'm going to almost blend it into my bronzer as well. So I'm going to use two highlighters today. They're two of the same type, but they have their differences. I'm using the NARS Albatross highlighter, which has a lot of golden undertones to it. And I love that highlighter, but I don't want so much, gold reflex, so I'm going to use this E.L.F highlighter in Gotta Glow, which is more of a star white, so it's going to help with calming down the gold as my social media. And other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you beautiful, beautiful people in my next video. Bye, everyone.